Oh, I see somebody's joining me at my home, and I have a like. Hey, Christine. Christine, I've come live for a reason. My brother is very ill right now, and I'm I'm a little frightened. Um, Sorry, I sound the way I do. I sound like a truck driver. Mike, hi. Um, I wasn't going to go live, but I talked to my sister-in-law today. You know, my brother, I think I said, has stomach cancer. Well, there is a lot more going on. And my sister-in-law says it's not good. I know you are, Christine. Mike is here. I just wanted to see some people. I talked to Kevin on Messenger. I talked to him like you go on Messenger and you can push live to talk on the video. So I was with him for about half an hour, and I talked to Pete, New York City Aviation, that I work with, and we were on for a couple of hours. Um, I hope all you will stay here, please. My brother is very ill tonight in the hospital with the cancer stuff going on and other things. Please stay here. The ones that are watching right now, please stay. Don't go. I need, they went, 10 of them, 15 of them. Um, the way she said it, my sister-in-law, is it's not good. There's clots in the heart, and they're treating that sepsis, but it's not into the blood yet. And the fluid in the stomach from the stomach cancer, there's a mass. I found out it's at the bottom of the esophagus into the stomach. That is why he was full eating. The food wasn't getting in the stomach. Um, they cannot take the mass out because if you dig in there, because of the fluid in the stomach lining has cancer cells in it. And so it would spread it faster if we've got any chance on this. I am here. I see you, Pete. Thank you. I just told him that I talked to you. I had Pete on the phone. As you know, Pete is a very special friend of mine. Um, we work together at New York City Aviation from LaGuardia and JFK Airport. He does it, the streaming, and I guess I'm his sidekick. And I talked to him for a couple of hours, working out airlines to get to San Diego. Oh, Mike, you don't know what that means to me. Um, yeah, Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde. The first one everybody thinks of that no, Jerry and Gilly. Only Gilly has a lot more skill than I do. I don't have the skills that Gilly has. She basically helps Jerry go on the air. Hi, STFU 626. I see you. Okay, you're here. Um, I'm live on my tablet from my home. And I do this just to be around other people. I am trying to build this channel up with likes and with subscribe. I'm sorry, I've got a lot of phlegm in my throat. The subscribe button is on the top or the bottom, and all that does is alert you to when this channel posts a video, a short, or goes live. And I'm trying to build that up towards goals that I can give the watchers more options on my channel. And YouTube requires, so I just got one now, a drop down box from subscribe to somebody's live. That's all it does. Thank you so much, STFU626. Oh, is Lena here? Oh, yep, there she is, Lena. I see you, Lena. I want to see why I'm not seeing the chat. Okay. I'm looking at the chat on my phone. Yeah, you know what it is, Lena? I ate, and I think I aspirate my food, so it tries to come up out of the lung, and it makes me sound raspy. I have 4 likes. Thank you so. Okay, the chat is coming up now. 4 likes. That's wonderful. I would like to build this channel enough that I can get the options with YouTube. So subscribe is no money. I hit 350 last night. Stunning. First goal is 500 with YouTube, and then the next one is 1,000. And so subscribe, all that does is tell you when I post a video, a short, or do this. I just got a drop down box for a channel that I subscribe to that he's live. That's it. I could have clicked on it and gone there, but I'm on my own live. Thank you. 6 likes. Oh, people are responding. Oh. So those that know, my brother is in the hospital, has been, and is now confused, all from medications and stuff for cancer, stomach cancer. He's got some other complications that have gone with this. They're working on the antibiotics and everything. He's had a treatment for the cancer. Lena, you know, in New York City, that's Pete. He's the host. And I work, you've seen me in chat. Well, I work with New York City Aviation as kind of, I guess, his sidekick. Try to keep him in line and help him out a little bit as he does his streams from LaGuardia, New York, and JFK, New York. Pete, Lena is a good person. I've seen her in other channels. I have very bad sinus that I inherited from my dad. Hi, Hayden. I'm not afraid to tell everybody, if you have your prayers going, please. My brother is very ill in the hospital right now from the cancer, stomach cancer, but other things are going. They're taking fluid out of his stomach, and he's below 100 pounds now. And I'm very frightened. I got word from his wife today, my sister-in-law, kind of got details about what's going on. And then her words to me were, it doesn't look good. I only have one brother, and he's in San Diego. I'm in the East Coast. And he has two children. One is 50 and one's 47. If I go to San Diego, they'll help me, pick me up at the airport and take me to a hotel. I would do that because my brother may come home to the bedroom. Jenny, hi. Not good, Jenny. Got a call today from Pat, his wife. She told me, I won't go into the details, but there's things going, a clot in the heart, sepsis, antibiotics, the fluid they're taking out. He's very frail. And she said it doesn't look good. And he's now entered the confusion, like confused. He's trying to, they have what's called a sitter by the bed in the room to keep him from trying to get, like me. I did that. I was trying to get the ambulance to go home when I was in for my diabetic coma. And I was taking the thing off my finger, that thing they put on. I was undoing that tape, boy. I was going to get that off for the oxygen. And they had to tie me to the bed for one night. I came out of it and got my head straight, but he's confused. So that's not a good thing. Could be affecting his all the medication and everything, but also could be that it's getting to his head and brain. I'm just very frightened right now. And I just need you to pray, if you will. Yeah, the medication, Lena, because they have to give him for the heart blood thinner he has. I'm on that, a blood thinner, because I have a mild AFib. She said other things. I can't put it all together in my head right now. I just know that he can't eat. And every time they take the fluid out of his stomach, oh, excuse me, I burped. They take 2 pounds out. He's not good. Kevin, thank you. Kevin spent time with me on this messenger thing that you can go to. And very graciously, while he was trying to work, he spent time with me. So I just had somebody close to me. I tell you what I want to try to do here, and I know some of you, so you maybe understand. Okay, I keep that on my coffee table. I'm just going to put this right here as we talk, and if you can pray. 'Pete spent close to 2 hours on the phone with me talking about airlines and what I need to just know that I can get a plane from here to there and there to there. Thank you for 8 likes. That's extraordinary. I would ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, just so you'll know when I'm here live or post a video or a short. 11 likes. Wow, that went up from 8 to 8, 13. Oh, y'all are so kind. The likes help YouTube understand that my channel is worth visibility within the YouTube framework. And they look at that and they give you visibility, such that when you're scrolling, you'll come across some of my work, things that I have on my channel. And the likes tell them whether that's worth their effort or not. So thank you for wow, that's crazy. In 15 minutes, 15 likes. Whew, I only got 24 last night. This is crazy. Thank you so much, everybody that's giving me likes. ERB. Yeah, that's okay, Jenny. I understand. ERB, I got kind of sad news from my sister-in-law that my brother is not real good at the hospital right now. And unless something really turns around, this might not be, as she said, this is not looking good. So I've come on tonight, ERB, just to go live because I don't want to sleep, because I don't want to go to bed. I just want to be with all of you. If you're in the chat, if you're in the channel, you're watching, please don't go. My name is Barbara, and I need you all here. Watchers, you're welcome to come into the chat. This isn't a closed chat. This is open, a live channel for you to join in. Thank you for the likes. Okay, Jenny. I just believe that everybody believes in something strong, whether you see it as is the God as I do, or you see it as just the power in the universe of strength. But if you all will pull together, however you find your strength in time of tragedy, for me, please. Okay, let me get a tea candle and do that. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to close you off for just a moment, but don't go away. You're still there. Just don't go away. Just stay where you are, please. Just stay there. Just stay there. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I don't know who said to do this. Here we go. I do, but okay. I have to go. It's hard for me to read the chat on the tablet, so I have the chat on my phone. Okay. Okay, you said it, Pete, about put the candle in front. Okay, good idea. I don't know. Thank you, ERB. If you would all just in your own ways, so he hears you individually, however, I always say it, however you perceive your God or your strength to be, if you would go to that, and those of us that are Christians, I've been all my life a Christian. I serve on the altar guild at my church and attend an Anglican church. It's just under the Pope's thing. Actually, there was a schism at King Henry VIII, and that's where it split off to the Anglican and the Roman. But we do the Eucharist and the whole thing the same that they do. Whoever you perceive your God to be, can you just go to him and just have your thoughts, if you would, maybe a little bit tonight. She said, my sister-in-law, thank you for the 15 likes. Boy, that went quick. We're at 22 minutes and 15 likes. That's insane. Just so people know, another one just came in, that likes help YouTube determine if I'm worthy to have visibility in their system. So you would be scrolling and come up with one of my shorts or one of my videos if they think people like that channel. And that's what the likes do. And any likes that I get, I think they look at it after the stream, and in my dashboard, they show my progress in their algorithms. So if you can click the like button, you hit the button twice, the screen twice. Oh, 16? Okay. I'm always, as ERB said, behind one. I think you all do know that are in here in the chat who New York City Aviation is. That's my friend Pete. I've known him over 3 years, from a time we were together in a modding in a sim channel, and we've been friends. And he now is a full-fledged streamer, and much to my honor, asked me to stand as his sidekick, and so I do. And he has a wonderful channel from LaGuardia or JFK, and I just try to stand by and help him as best I can. Thank you, Jenny. That's beautiful. I just didn't want to be alone. And I have to say that Pete spent 2 hours on the phone with me at the New York City Aviation that is here with us. And Wellington Flights Live, Kevin, those who are in plane spotting know who he is. Maybe some don't. I think there's some that don't know there's something over in New Zealand. Mike is there, NZ1 Aviation, that's Mike. But Kevin spent time with me while he was working on Messenger video. Yeah, Christine, she's okay. Pat sounded okay. There are 2 sons, my nephews. One is 50 and the other's 47. And if I can get to San Diego, they'll meet me at the airport and get me to a hotel. It's easier for me to go to a hotel if I need to go there, because we need to keep the house open for people to stay there. Yeah, thank you, Pete. He spent 2 hours on the phone with me talking about the flights and what possibilities. Now, Pete, Kevin found Myrtle Beach to Charlotte, and then Charlotte direct to San Diego. He sent me a picture. and it gets me there like just after 12 noon. So it's available direct Charlotte to San Diego and from Myrtle Beach to Charlotte. So I see 16 likes now. Yep. I don't have any other siblings. He's the only one. He's 2 years younger than me. I'm 81. He's 79. My birthday's October 30th, and his is November 1st, but 2 years apart. You see 17. Okay. I just needed to come now. I mean, I thought about it. I can make the trip. I can get from the parking lot, I can get into the terminal and get through security and get on that plane. It shows it's an hour, Kevin, but it isn't. They build in the delays on these flights. They show it longer than it really is. So, and then as I get into Charlotte, they have golf carts that are handicapper, and I can catch one of those to the other gate for the thing to San Diego. Once I get to San Diego, after trying to rest for the 5 hour across, if my nephews or both of them will meet me, they can have a cart to take me down to where I can wait for the car for him to come pick me up. I'm okay. I told Pat, I said, I can't walk like out like people do and go for a long walk, like Kevin does with the dog. And she said, neither can I. So she had part of her lung removed, cancer, and she also lost a breast. And so that family has had a lot of issues that I have had to think about in my family. I can drive my car. I can get to the airport. I'll park in long term. I just have to scope it out where I might go to the short term in that, because the handicap is right there to the terminal from short term parking. So that would be easier for me. Long term is kind of a little further out away. And even if I get in the handicap, it might still be a longer walk. Well, stay in the house. I was gone for 4 days for Cursillo. I left on a Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and I came home Sunday night. He looked at me as if, oh, you? Oh, hi. Well, and just didn't miss me at all. A cat is, if you have plenty of food and the litter boxes, except for the fact that I'm not here and he still misses Squeaky, who died a year ago, May 25th. And he's very huggy around me and sort of coming over. He's not here right now. And that's good because I have to vacuum that spot right there. Well, I think he'd just be wondering if I disappeared the way the other cat did. That's the way he sees it. He looks in layman terms, where the hell are you? Where'd you go? I chased you, I know that, but geez, are you under the bed? And he's been looking. And he can't figure that out. He doesn't know death. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't know it. And that is why I know that he has to go before me, because he would not understand what happened. That's why I'm trying to hang on. No, I don't, Jenny and Charlotte. But what they have is you come off the jet bridge and then there's this handicapped golf cart. And if it's not on the same finger, the Charlotte airport has like your fingers sticking out. The golf cart will take me up and across the thing and back down the other finger to the gate. It's my brother. It's the only brother I have, the only sibling. I have no parents. My mom died of cancer at the age of 52, and my dad made it to 80, but just his body shut down. My father had been a very strong alcohol person in his life, and it finally caught up. I know that they have now, I read in my paper, the thing you tell them at the airline, and they'll actually have somebody to greet you. And they have this like golf carts on Charlotte, and it goes ding, ding, ding as it runs down the thing. And I've seen it. I was always able to walk pulling my carry on. I can walk. It's not that I can't walk. I just can't walk fast, and I can't. I'd probably be, by the time I get to the other finger, my back would be where I needing to sit down. But I'm pretty sure a trip is in my future, unless, and I believe very strongly in this power of prayer. That's why I've come to you, and that's why I put the cross there. I mean, I read that they can help, and if you tell them ahead that So they say I have 17 likes in a half hour. That's pretty amazing. Thank you, whoever's watching and enjoying this channel. I'm sorry it's got a little bit of sadness attached to it, but this is my channel, and the whole reason I have it is to reach out to people and make friends. And so it is perfectly fitting in the purpose of my channel with anybody who needs an arm to lean on, a little sort of a help. That is what my channel is about. And so this is totally fitting. I could do that, Kevin. No. They have, like, when you come off, there are chairs that show a handicap thing. If you sit in that, they see you. They'll say, "You need a lift? Where are you going? Gate B21." Okay, come on. And just jump on and they'll run you up. Yes, Jenny. And the people that are watching, whoever you are, and a lot of people have given me the likes. I would like to know and have you come back to the channel. So subscribe. The subscribe button's on the top or the bottom. It depends, some channels. And hit the little all bell. And then when I post I had a thunderstorm today, and I wanted to grab the camera and put it videotape and then put it on the channel, and it stopped. It stopped doing the lightning. But I didn't know it was doing. Pete, when I was talking to you, that storm was outside the door and I didn't even see it. I was so engrossed with you. When I went to go get my garbage bin, there was the rain and the lightning. I'm like, oh, okay. So I got my umbrella and I went and got my bin for my trash, brought it into the garage, and then the storm stopped. But if I post the storm or I post anything that's potpourri, fun things or things that I see, you'll know it if you subscribe to the channel. Because just like I got a drop down box from a friend, went live. A friend, it's a person that I am now acquainted with, and he went live. I saw it drop down. I don't go and click on it because I'm live myself. But that's what you can do if you subscribe, and that would mean a lot to me too, as I work towards my goals with YouTube. Breaker Bird. Breaker, we're just trying to pull together. I got news that my brother's not good. his wife said, it's not good. Now, my middle name is Pam, so they call me that. She said, it's not good, Pam. And he's very frail right now. And unless this turns around and they're able to figure out how to get nourishment into him. So that's why I'm alive tonight, Brian. I just didn't want to be alone. There's 14 people. And if you haven't given me a like, so people, you say, geez, I'm tired of these channels always asking for likes. But there's a reason. The likes are going to help that channel, mine. There's the 17 with YouTube, in that it tells them that the channel is viable. People are interested in it. And then I don't know how they decide. That's their system, the visibility within YouTube. So likes are very important to me. Thank you, Brian. Clots in the heart, 2 clots they found in the heart, and he's on a blood thinner to remove those. The heart is otherwise strong, but the fluid is coming out of the stomach, and they think it's probably spread. He's now confused, trying to get out of the bed. They have to have somebody there all the time to keep him from getting out of bed, because he's mixed up a little bit now. Started yesterday. And so I just didn't want to be alone, Brian. What you see in front of the camera, Brian, is the cross I keep on the coffee table here. And Pete said, put the candle. So I have the tea candle going in front of it. Amazing people. I'm here. I'm just sipping on my Coke. Someone coming, Barb, you know him? Oh, you getting Brian? The other Brian. That's another Brian. There's Crikey, Blimey, Brian in Australia, and then my breaker bird, Brian, in Texas. Okay. He sometimes lives on a boat. So I get a thing that he wants to talk like you and I did, Kevin. And it comes on, and then all of a sudden I realize he's out on the water on the boat. Okay. Then, and I tell you the funny story. So he was on the boat. Next thing I know, I feel like he's carrying me somewhere. Next thing I know, I'm up on the bow of the boat and sort of, I guess, perched against the windshield, maybe. And Brian went into the water. I said, okay. Uh, Do you make sure that the boat doesn't rock and I don't slide into the water? And he laughed. I said, and how are you going to get out of the water back on the boat? He's got a thing on the back, a ladder. I thought, Jenny, when you put the phone and you brace it, it's slippery. What if, woo, when I slide and would slide right off the side and right into the water? And I didn't think that would feel too good. But he's floating around there in the water while I'm watching him, like treading water and swimming. I'm like, okay, what if you get eaten by something in the water? Here I am on the boat. Now what? Yeah, the weeds. So that, yeah, that story. So Eric of Mac Aviation had a tendency to like take me with him to the spotting spot on the south side. Well, it's all grass and weeds and stuff. And so he found the spot and he's sort of holding me in his hand and he's sort of looking and sizing it up. Next thing I know, he put me down. I know I'm on the ground and I'm in the grass with a rock leaning up against a rock or something. Well, there I am, and there's a blade of grass kind of near, and all of a sudden there was this long thing crawling on the grass. I said to him, and he could hear me because he had the Bluetooth things. I said, Eric, there's something crawling near me over here on the grass. He sort of looked over from where he was setting up. I said, Eric, you need to rescue me. So he came over, picked me up, and then I think he put me down again. But I said, now I don't need bugs and things crawling all over me. And it was a caterpillar or a worm or something. Yeah, it was, Jenny. But so I had a good view of him setting up, but then this thing is like crawling over and it very close to the screen where I am. And it was just kind of funny. So yeah, as when Kevin does it, what did you do? You said you take me to the fence. That's better. Or put me on a tripod or put me in the back of the car or something. Daryl. I'm sure Jenny has explained to Daryl. Oh, 19 likes. Oh, thank you so much. And there's 15 people in here. I'm asking to be live and just anybody to kind of pray a little bit. You don't have to know him, but he's my brother and it's cancer. And he apparently has had it a while and didn't realize quite maybe what was happening to him until he started going and checked out and they found the mass in his stomach cancer. And they're pulling fluid out. There's cancer cells in it when they check it. And he's got some other complications. And so, according to my sister in law, it doesn't look good. Okay, 20. All right, that's in 45 minutes. I got 20. It was 4 hours the other night, and I got 25. So this is crazy good. And anybody that's watching, I'm Barbara. And if I don't know you personally, that's okay because you can stay here and help me. His name is David. He is my brother. Yes. I'm here. Pete, that's New York City Aviation that you see if you don't know, watchers. Pete suggested that I put the tea candle out in front of the cross, so I've done that. This cross is just one that I bought, made in Jerusalem, and I keep it on the coffee table here as a reminder that I'm here, probably because I had a lot of prayers while I was so ill a year ago. Some people know about that, where in the channels. Kevin actually spread the word, and most of my hosts that know me knew that something was wrong, that I was very sick in the hospital. So I had a lot of people praying and helping for me, and I'm here to talk about it. I'm trying to bring my brother through the same. Yeah, it is. It's about it. This is one of the bigger ones. This is a 6 inch. I have smaller ones. I just ordered them. I looked on Amazon and I found the wood crosses. See, I just get a drop down box again from subscribing to the channels, and it told me that somebody is now posted a video. So if you subscribe to my channel, uh, I welcome everybody. You subscribe to my channel and go look at my videos and shorts. If you need to go and do that and then come back to the chat, and if you subscribe, you'll be able to see when I post a video, a short, or go live. And I would love to have you. Hi, Suze. Okay, Suze. I don't know if Suze knows, but Suze, we are here just, I didn't want to be alone from the bad prognosis that I got from my sister in law about my brother with his stomach cancer. And so he's not in good shape right now. And so I just didn't want to be alone. So I thought I would go live. I can't think of the name of the wood. It's a funny name. Yes, I'm not the only one that has something on their mind as far as somebody not being well. I think that's it, Lena. Thank you, Mike. I know you're here. NZ1 Aviation. I know. I know you're here. Now there's 17 people. See, that's a lot that we now have that are watching and sharing in the channel. Please, whatever way you have watchers, his name is David, my brother, and in your own, whoever you perceive to be that strength that you have in your life. For me, it is the Christian religion, but whatever you perceive it, uh, whoever you perceive, please if you could just bring that on for me. Rob. Hi, Rob. Thank you, like. Okay. Thank you, Suze. Rob, don't forget to hit the like, please. Rob, you just need to know that my sister-in-law called me about my brother and, quote, it doesn't look good. But they are treating him and doing everything these doctors can to somehow reverse this situation with him. And I didn't want to be alone tonight. I don't want to sleep. 21 likes, I see. Thank you so much. I didn't want to be alone. And so there's 18 people. I realize some of them are in chat. You see them talking to each other. They know each other. For the rest of you, welcome. I am Barbara. This is my potpourri channel. A little of everything. I hope you'll go later and scroll down my videos and my shorts. It's just a little of everything. And that's what I'm trying to build, a community of people that just want to sometimes do this. I hope to go to the ocean and other places. Right now, you're in my home because this is just where I am after I talked to Pete for 2 hours and Kevin for, I don't know, 45 minutes while he was trying to work. 22, okay, wow. I know, Rob. She just said the things I know. I won't just go into it because there's no point in boring you. But there are complications and things surrounding his stomach cancer. And he is in the hospital right now and needs to have somebody there all the time, all night, so he doesn't get out of bed or try. The likes are amazing. I'm not even an hour and I have as many as I had last night in 4 hours. It's extraordinary. And that also YouTube looks at. How long did it take to get the likes? So is the channel viable? And I think I am. I think we have fun. I think we have good content that I try to put on it. I do, Pete. Barb's Potpourri community, nice ring to it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a little of everything. I mean, the plane spotting channel is plane spotting. But this is a thunderstorm, ducks walking across the yard. I have that. Two ducks just walked across my backyard. I couldn't get the camera fast enough, but I got them going into the neighbor's yard. She's leading the way and he's waddling after her. They just, there they were. And I have thunderstorms and rainstorms. I have a snowstorm in South Carolina on there, and they're just, it's it's whatever I see at the moment, and I have the camera and I can make a video and then put it on. So if you subscribe, you'll know that I do that, and you would have known that we're live. I was kidding around with Pete, and I said, what would be really good is everybody just moved here around me. Oh, Jenny. Oh, what a hug that is, Jenny. Thank you. I mean, I have some health issues myself. Don't panic, Kevin. Um, I've got some going on with the legs down here. I'm rubbing it right now. And I do have the AFib, not serious, but I pretty much am in what's called possible atrial fibrillation a lot of the time. I take medicines, and I'm 81. So, okay. Oh, that would, you don't want to move from paradise. I understand that. Gee. And you know what's weird? Funny story, maybe a little bit. Well, it's very nice here over at Myrtle Beach. So lots of tourist attraction things, theaters, Legends in Concert, Alabama Theater, plenty of places to eat, fun places to go like Soho, and you eat outside up on the roof, and they have a DJ with music. So there's fun things to do here. Well, but I know you wouldn't want to leave from paradise over there where you are. I forgot what I was going to tell you. A funny story. I forgot now what it is. We've got Tony Roma. Yes, Tony Roma's at Broadway at the beach. I've got Liberty Steakhouse. I've got the Outback Steakhouse. If you know, crikey, right? That's Brian if he ever gets here. I just had a storm, but it's gone. And when they come, and then they go. Yeah, it looks okay. It's okay right now. Yeah, I used to joke around about that. I said, I have a lot of people that I love, but they're not here near me. So I'm alone. But through this technology, you're all right here in my tablet. I see that, Jenny, that you sent a photo. I see that. I saw that. Yes. I see that you've done that. I don't want to lose on my phone here, my live, because I'm watching the chat. Myrtle Beach is really a very nice. Of course, it's cheaper to live here than New York. Um, okay, so the taxes on my house are about 800 a year, and that's was the house in New York was 14,000. So, as a retired person, here it's once a year instead of four times a year, like New York. No, it's a cat. Pete. No, the same name as the car. No, it's a cat. I paid a lot of money and I had to move and I found this place down here and once a year in November I I make the payment. I take it out of my savings and make them a check. There he is, Brian. Oh, Brian. Thank you, darling. Is Jenny is Daryl here? Did I see him? Is he here? Oh, okay, Jenny. Pretending to work? Okay. For those of you who don't know, Brian is in Australia. The other Brian, Breaker Bird, is in Texas in the USA. In case the watcher, you don't know. Yeah, he's faking. I'm here. I'm just looking at the chat. For 18 people that are also at the channel. So my brother is not well from this stomach cancer, and I just decided to go live on my channel tonight, not to be alone. Yes, you can ask Kevin about that. Wellington Flights Live about working from home. I buy the oil, their oil. I fill them. I'm gonna set this week, Friday probably. I'll set. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. It depends. Set the altar up. I make sure that it has oil in it. There's a wick goes down. I hate it. Just the death of me because it looks like they're gonna burn out during the service. But I put the oil in. But why it looks like it's gonna burn out? And I just sometimes stand there in my seat and go, candles. And I look up at the cross like, okay, you need the help. But they take oil. I use ketchup, like you use in a restaurant to put ketchup on your hamburger. I have those bottles, and it squeeze the oil down into it, and the wick goes and stuff. So that's the candles that I have, and I have oil that I get a supplier gives it to buy it from, and then church pays for it. They're not really tall. These are about 2 feet tall. They're about 2 foot from the altar. They're not the huge, humongous ones. Our altar isn't that big. I'll tell you, if you go to my channel and you'll see where I set the altar. You'll see the candles. Also, I took a video of the Easter lilies all around the altar that I had placed, because I'm in charge of that, to get all this stuff together for Easter. A lot of stress, but that's okay. And I videotaped, and so you see the altar and you'll see the candles on that too. In fact, better there than with me setting the altar. Go to that one. The thumbnail, I think, shows the flowers and a sort of a thing against the wall. Click on that. It's a video, and it'll take you around the front of the altar and around like that and around like that. And it'll show you. Then I walk, so I'm facing the altar, and you'll see the candles very clearly. That would be the best idea for somebody to go look at my channel to see what the candles look like on the altar. 20 people, 22 likes. I'm just asking if you could remember to put a like on the chat. Double tap the screen on your phone and click the all bell. You see when I post one of those videos or short or go live. And I welcome everybody to this channel. Well, Rob, also too, there's the one there after that, recently, the Easter, where after I got it all set, I pan and then I kind of walk, so I'm standing in the middle, facing, and there's a ladder, and the ladder was there because one of the men of the church put the drape up on the cross for Easter, the white drape over the cross. So the ladder hadn't been taken away yet. So that you could really see what the altar looks like. That video, the Easter one, is just this past April. Yeah, Jenny, I mean, that's the one to go look at. Rather than me setting the altar, I just thought I put the phone on a tripod and turned it on and stepped in front of it. And I set the altar like I'm going to do Thursday or Friday. I may do it Friday during Pete's stream, but I have wonderful moderators that will help Pete and keep him safe and everything while I would go do that Friday. Probably Friday is when I'll do it. And you can see the Easter with all the Easter lilies around that we purchase. It's however you perceive it. I just need the help with my brother. Whatever good forces there are out there. I've been raised Episcopalian all my life, and I have served at the altar in that capacity, helping the clergy in the later part of my life. I have been to Liberty University to the theological and gotten 7 years of that behind me. Francie, hi. Hey, Dave. Franks, I want to call you Dave. Yeah, your namesake. Fransky, your namesake's not well. And it's pretty tough on me. Anybody that knows me knows that And people will say, yeah, but how do you know that that's the absolute truth? Well, nothing else has come close to proving the things that this does prove. When you weigh it in the balance in your discussion, it always comes back to what I believe. And I believe very strongly in the power of prayer. I believe that where two or more, in the Bible it says, where two or more are gathered together, so I will be with you. And so I believe something like this, bringing it together, hopefully. Yeah, New York City, that's Christine Frank's other half. Um, Frank Ski, Dave, that New York City aviation, when you hear, I think you know, when Christine is his moderator, one of his moderators, Pete at LaGuardia or JFK, just to be sure you know who you're talking to. That's New York City aviation, that's Pete. And Christine helps out moderating for him. I see 22 now too, Kevin. I just believe. I had a lot of people that prayed for me when I was sick a year ago. It's over a year now, but when I went through my bout, and I'm here to talk about it, and I was pretty sick. The bleeding ulcer probably was the worst because I could barely move. I had lost so much blood. Yeah, Rob, I'm seeing the 22 and asking anybody that's new into the watcher group to please leave me a like. Uh, I tried to explain because say, why does everybody ask for likes? I go to other channels and they want us to like. It's a thing with YouTube. I don't know when they do it, but they do use the likes for their database as to not only my dashboard to tell me how I'm doing, but it helps them to figure out, okay, this is a good channel. They'll give me visibility that way. Oh, 23. Jenny, you see 23? So it's one of you that's in that watching of the 14 just gave me a like. I thank you. What is a cat biscuit? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm probably showing ignorance here, but I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. Yeah, but what is it? What is a cat biscuit? Cat kibble? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, oh. But why the word cat? Pete. Oh, God, you'll eat anything. Dry cat food. There are different ones. I use Purina for sensitive stomach, sensitive skin. So I just, it's the brand, Purina or Cat Chow or whatever. Okay, I get it, I think. One thing I do have, and I've heard about it in the United Kingdom, is Jaffa cakes. So I went on Amazon and I looked up Jaffa cakes and I found the box and I ordered it and I had Jaffa cakes. It's a cookie with jelly and chocolate. I don't know where Gabriel is, to be honest with you, right now. Looking around, I don't see him. I think he's either in the front guest room or he's left me little fur things on the carpet again. It looks like I don't clean my house. It was immaculate before, but he's been walking around here and sitting, and he's going to be bald. Yeah, Jaffa cakes. You like 23 likes. Okay. Yeah, be snack time. Yeah. Um, the favorite snack of our New York City aviation, Pete, is devil dogs. It's a cake with nice creamy stuff inside of it. I see you, ERB. I know you're here. Devil dogs. It's a long thing, about 4 inches long. It's a cake, top and bottom, with cream in the middle. Devil, New York City aviation, his favorite. Hey, they are good, right, Brian? I know, Jenny. And I'm just thinking about what can I go get to eat. I'll tell you what I do have. I'll show you. Ooh, I do have this. I didn't have one. Wait. So I can do this. I'll show you what I have. You ready for this? A big glass of milk. Yeah, devil dog and a big glass of milk. Oh my God, is right. You ready for this? That's a Dunkin' Donut original. No, nothing on it. Popcorn I love too. So I can have this. No glaze on this one. It's these are what they call their old fashioned. Big glass of milk, yeah. I have cheese and crackers. I was doing that last night while I was streaming. Should I eat this? Oh, it's soft. So should I eat this? Okay. Mmm. 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 A little bite for you. Mmm. Mm. No, it's not gone yet. Mm. Yeah, Jenny, I finished the tuna salad I had for lunch. I just made a sandwich. It was sitting here on the table from lunch, and the bread was here, and the potato chips and the red grapes. So I just did that. This, Jenny, I do. Zero sugar. No milk. I really don't drink milk. Mm. I do. Mm. It's zero sugar cola. Donut is disappearing. I don't know how. I have to. Oh, the only way to do it. I have to finish chewing my donut. All right, hold on. Hold on. Bubbles. Did you see it bubbling up? Did you see it bubbling up? They're tumblers that I bought online. Lena, thank you for coming. Hold on, I gotta finish my donut. Thank you, Lena. I'll see you somewhere on a channel. Lena's one of those that supports other channels too. You know, every so often she'll be in a channel and I'll see that she supports that channel. So she's that very good. Good heart. Good heart. All right, I'm gonna try to stand up over this thing again. I'm gonna fizz myself out here. Saw it, the bubbles? Oh, it's buffering. I see what you're saying. Oh, it's buffering. See, I scared it. You saw it, Pete? What I do for my friend. Yes, and water. I don't drink much else of the ales or any of these Gatorades or anything. I pretty much stick to that or water. I take my medicine with water. No, Pete, I can't do a jumping jack. You know that. Yes, that's where I got my donut from. There's 3 left. Jenny. Yeah, Jenny, I just thought I'd show you. After I had my shot in my eye, I thought I was a poor baby. So on my way home, I come right past. I can make a left turn to go home or a right turn to Dunkin' Donut. So I thought about it for 10 seconds and decided to go get 6 of that donut I showed you, the old fashioned, because I thought I'm a poor baby with my shot in my eye. Then I stopped at McDonald's, which is on the other corner now, a new one. I got that and took it home. So I had the McDonald's and a donut. Now my sugar's still okay because I took my shots and everything, but I can't do that all the time. But I thought I deserved a treat, Jenny, because I was a poor baby and had a shot in my eye. I'm going to look at your stuff, Jenny, when I'm done so that I can really enjoy it. Well, I'm going to go in September, 10 weeks. The doctor had told me last time that if I were dry eye this time, no blood in the macula, that he would then go to 3 months. I asked him, I said, is that show dry? He said, yes, it's okay. I said, is it dry? It's okay. Yes. So you get the shot to maintain. He said, I'm going to do another 10 weeks and then we'll do 3 months. Yeah, I told Pete, I said it was cute when he went down by the water. I asked him to go to the water. When Jeannie asks, he responds. Um, so yeah, you went down by the water. It was cute. The problem with that water where he is, in case you don't understand, is that he's in that spot where you saw him standing there and doing the sandwich and everything. But if you look to the right, there are trees. So between the trees and the water is a path. Now, then it's an open area leading up to the gate and so forth. So what you have is the path to the end of those trees that he was looking around when you saw him, and the high tide. Now you figure it out. What happens to the path? That's his escape route to the other side of the trees to get to the gate in the car. He'd be okay where he is if the tide came up. He could just keep backing up and backing up. The problem is he can't get around those trees on that path if it's underwater. I should try some other things to drink. And I look in the beverage aisle, and I do have some apple juice here. A nice bottle of apple juice. There's a lot of sugar in that. And I just have to look and be careful with double digit sugar. No, Pete, oh, So when I told Kevin at Wellington Flights about this, he said, "Well, he can't take the electric cart through the water." I said, "No, Kevin, no, I know that. Now you tell him that, Pete. Like I said to everybody, watch over him, and it ain't easy. I'm doing the best I can, but it's not easy." I have that stuff to put in my water. I have cherry. It's Kool-Aid, sugarless one. You squeeze it in and then shake the water bottle. And I like to do that too. So if you watched the stream the last time, there was a boat that was going across. So we could, and walk, the guy that's a moderator for Pete, Walk the Dogs, said, "I have a boat, so I'll come and rescue him on the beach there." Pull the boat up to the beach. Pete climb in and rescue him because his escape route gets cut off by the water, is what it boils down to. Do I do I do I I think Gilly has to worry about Jerry as much as I worry about him. Yeah, crikey, Jenny is right. That if you looked where he was looking, he looked like this at the path, and the water, the tide's coming in. So where he was standing, if that water's moving up, what do you think happens to the path by the trees that he uses to get to the other side? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. High, this thing about high tides. I got another high tide problem over in Wellington. So, a little story. So, the first time that I saw with Kevin and everything where he was, she said, "You can show me." So, he kind of showed me, and I said, "So, let me ask you a question. That's the Pacific Ocean behind you, right?" "Yep." "Uh huh. And you do understand that the ocean rises and falls with the moon?" "Uh huh." "Okay. So now where do you set up?" So I did a behind the scenes camera. He set up and there's the ocean. So I said, "Are you ever streaming and following a dashie and notice your ankles feel wet? Time to move." So we decided that he would bring a canoe with him if he's at high tide so that he'd be ready in case the tide comes up. There's a guy there, and also we have Telly, the moderator. You know Telly NZ. He tells him what the high tide schedule is. So if the high tide is at 6:30 and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and Pete is standing there, 1 and 1 is still 2. The tide's going to come in and block his path till it starts to go out after 6:30 at night. No, I don't worry. I just look the other way. Yeah, and that's and that. Yeah, he does because he'll tell him he'll. I mean, I, I'm no rocket science, but I can do the math. So if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and Peter's streaming in that little spot where he goes, and the trees on the right and the path by the trees, and they say that high tide is at 6:30, then that would mean that while he's in his spot at 6:30, that path is cut off. And as Kevin said, he said, I had to explain that to him. And he said, okay, so he can't pull the cart on the path through the water, electric cart. I said, no. And he can't carry it or he'll hurt his surgery. So, hi, August. I guess you're one of the ones that have been a watcher. August, thank you for coming. Join in. 23 likes. I see 22, so that's good. I see 18 people. So somebody just came in. I think I see the 23 now, so it's probably 24. I think that person just gave me a like. The likes are going to tell YouTube that the channel is worth their visibility. I was scrolling the shorts one day and I came up with my own short, one of them. That's good. That means somebody else would come up with it, be able to go to the channel and see my work, see my videos, see my shorts. So likes helps YouTube with their database and decide that I can have that visibility. At my dashboard, it shows, a little clap, clap for me. So that's good. Rob, you're leaving? I wasn't looking here. Okay, you have 24. Rob, are you leaving? Who's leaving? Who's leaving? Oh, ER. Okay, ER. Okay, ERB. Well, I'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you for coming and keeping watch, and of course, helping to keep my channel safe, my chat safe. Thank you, ERB. Okay, thank you. Thank you. ERB, thank you. Yeah, I just ERB being very special moderator in my channel. Speaking of moderating, ERB caught one last night and got rid of it. We'll try to keep the channel positive and friendly here, and so that people want to come and talk, like August. And so ERB helps with that, along with the other ones that are here. Oh, ARB, you're, I don't know. I just probably don't have the proper words. Oh, here's another one with a. Now, Jenny has a Porsche, but it's a cat. And see, I just got a drop down box that somebody is live because I subscribe to the channel. So if you'll subscribe to my channel, you'll know if I do a video, a short, or go live. And I invite you to do that so that yes, August. My sister-in-law said my brother, it is not looking good. Stomach cancer. So I wanted to be around people, not just necessarily those in the chat that I know and love, but you, people that are, I show 14 people. I know it isn't, it's no good. I have a friend that helps me with the blood drive at the church, and she had her treatment. She's fine now. It can be done. I hope. Thank you, August. And welcome to my channel and my chat. I hope you're subscribed, August. You sound like the good kind of people I really want as a part of my community with your kind words there. So it's a button somewhere on the screen, and then click the little bell all. And then if I post a video, a short, or go live, you'll get what I just got, a little notification at the top of the page, and this person is going live. I'm not going because I'm live myself, but this way. Okay, thank you, August. I see what you're saying. Thank you very much. Oh, prop. Yes. August, I'm known in the channel spotting area, which is where I know most of these people, as the prop whisperer, like the dog whisperer, because every time I go somewhere, a prop appears. That's a plane with a propeller on it, either two of them or one. And I just love the propeller planes. I think they're strong and dynamic. They're determined among giants. You look at a prop among jets, but it's just right there with my little props a turning and in perfect unison. And so everybody knows me as caring about props in the channels when they're streaming at airports. And that's what they do. Most every airport has somebody doing what I'm doing, but it's airplanes instead of my living room. If you look on my description, August, later when you go to check out some of my work, look on the description. You'll see my plane spotting channel is listed. And I have 3 videos. I was ill, so I hadn't been able to do any more. But I will be going back to that airport at Myrtle Beach. Yeah, that's it. See, Jenny, that's it. They're strong and determined, but humble. And in America, in Alaska, there are towns where there is no road. Period. No road. The only way in is a strip of snow. So the one prop with his big wheels can bring food and supplies. We can't put a jet in there. Can't do it. This prop can land and get stopped and get takeoff in the short with just a strip of snow. Props. Prop. Yes. If you, like I said, there's a description under when you go into the channel and it says more, the description, and you'll read about me. And the plane spotting channel is there. Eventually, I'll have my camera tripod, and I have a place where I spot from. This is about the only place to do it, and I have permission from the owner, and I will be adding to that channel. But if you go there, August, to the plane spotting channel, you'll see 3 videos that I have so far. Yeah, we love it because I see you, Brian. Lurk. I don't see you if you're lurking, but I know you're watching me. I see 23 likes now. I see about August. I see little ones with the one, and I just people send me videos of crops because over the past years, that's always been my favorite plane at the airports. That the channels that I belong to, channels just like this one, only it's a plane spotting channel. When they go live, they're at an airport off the property with their Zoom and spotting planes taking off and landing. And I do that in my other channel, which is the description, in the description, the name of that. And you can go and, well, you can see 3 videos I have already. So I'll get back to it. I have the camera, I have the tripod, I have the headset. Okay, I now have Gabriel. You're laying down on mommy's. You lay down on mommy's purse. He likes to lay down on mommy's purse. I'm just going to take this. Hold on now, going to be a little rough ride. Watching the door. There he is. It's a long STFU. It's a long hair male. The one I had that passed away a year ago was a short hair female. Okay, I'm going to bring you back over here. Oh, somebody asked me, Pete, see the television? It's just sitting on top of that table, leaning against the wall. Yeah, Jenny, you have to stay until when he's at LaGuardia to the end. He picks up the talk about me just moving the camera. He picks us all up and moves us from where he was spotting to where he can still see the runway, but he also can get the skyline of New York and the sun going down. Yeah. Yeah, as father is coming to New York. You know, if you ever came to, I told Brian he was in Myrtle Beach for 4 hours. I got my Australian hug and he was gone. Um, but if you ever make it back where you can spend a day, I would love to treat you to certain things that are here at Myrtle Beach. Yeah, you saw him, Jenny. Okay, you saw that the colors. Okay, I didn't. I thought you had. You saw that. You saw the colors over the skyline. What I did when Eric from Mac Aviation came for my 80th birthday, he printed it. I sent a letter, and he was fine. He got right through, no problem, at the immigration Atlanta from Virgin Atlantic, Manchester, England. But I wrote a letter and I said, to whom it may concern. And I told him, I said, my name is Barbara Sterling and where I live, and I am expecting him to come. I will be picking him up at the airport and caring for him the whole time he is here. And he had no problem. So I would do that if anybody was coming. Okay, August, look over some of my videos when you get a chance, please. And just enjoy. I've got a little, I call it potpourri. It's just a little of everything. When I say Brian, is there an accent there, Brian? Brian, right? Oh, is it Brian? Brian. Love Barb's accent when she mentions my name. Okay, August, really glad to have met you. Um, thank you. Nice person. August, nice person. Very good. I'll tell you, just get all together, get on the same flight from Auckland to wherever, and just come on. I'll get you all at the Myrtle Beach airport at the bottom of the stairs where I got Eric and pack you into the car. That ought to be a little bit of a trick. I could figure it out. Yeah, Jenny, I don't know what he means. Brian, isn't that the way you say it? Brian. Well, you all have New Zealand accents like Kevin. Kevin, this is Kevin at Wellington Flights Live. Kevin. It would be fun. I just wouldn't want to let you all go. There's so many new apartments going up here and housing, apartments and buildings like that they're putting up where all the apartments. And you're right near stores and everything. It's just so convenient for people to come here and stay and live here. Yes. Well, I remember one time, I just tell you this. So we were talking about Kiwi does stuff, and then I texted to Kevin, and he didn't see it right away, but I told him, I said, Kevin, when you have a chance, see my text in the chat on his stream. And in that text, I said, Kiwi does stuff may be there, but there's only one Kiwi in my life. And of course, that's Kevin. Miss Wellington Flights Live. Brian. All right, that's what I said. You want me to go, Brian? Okay, Brian. It's nice to see you, Brian. Oh, Brian. Brian. I guess so, yeah. But I only have one. I only. Yeah, that was funny, Jenny. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Kevin is my Kiwi. I know his Kiwi does stuff. He's a Kiwi. He thinks, well, I only have one Kiwi in that is important in my life. Not that he's not important, but I have one Kiwi that is my Kiwi, and that's Kevin from Wellington. Oh yeah, forget about it. Hey, I wish they could hear you. You know when you've heard Pete talk. So we'll go over that lesson again. So when Pete talks, that's Queens. And then there's Bronx and Brooklyn. We were going over that the other day. Hey. And Rob, been watching the Sopranos program. He said, I got news for you. Noos. I got news for you. See, now I don't sound like Pete, but I live 20 miles away from him on Long Island. That's because Pete was in Queens when he worked. I don't sound like Pete, I don't think. Right? I don't sound like Pete. Yeah. He said, he even mentioned the sentence they used, said, hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, and I only going to tell you once. I'm going to only tell you once. He knew that sentence too. Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm talking about, eh? I don't sound like Pete at all, no. And yet I lived on the North Shore of Long Island. So probably if crows fell 20 miles from Pete, never knew it, of course. And in the same county, Nassau County, but he worked in Queens, right, Pete? So, oh, yeah, sometimes when I say talk and like that, and they kid about coffee instead of coffee, I say cough. New Yorker bar. Brian. No, you couldn't say that to somebody and call them that and say, so walk up to them and say, yeah, here, how you doing, Brian? Yeah, coffee. I have been told that I sound like I'm from the Midwest of the USA. Now, I'm not sure how that plays out. Brian. Yeah, but he says the AN is stretched out. And so why would you walk up and say, "So how are you doing, Brian?" Oh my word. Don't you think people watching that's worth another like? If you haven't, I would love for you to tap the screen twice if you're on the phone, and there's the like. Just that easy. No, California. My brother is in San Diego, California, so it's 3,000 miles away from me. You know, it's not like you have somebody and you can go an hour and go see them. I'm too far. Well, that's what you said. You said it's Brian, and you put the A N and Brian, and you said the A N is stretched out. So Brian, I can't see somebody in a store going, "Yes, sir, Mister Brian Svensson." Okay, Christine. So I have 353 now. Is what you're saying? I don't know who Brian Griffin is. Well, that's what you said. Look, read out. Oh, God, this man is going to drive me crazy. You said Brian, and then you said the AN is stretched like out. So that would mean Brian stretching it out. Oh, dear, Jenny. Oh, boy. To be very sure, I understand I'm not the only one that has hurt or sickness or something going on in a family member. I get that. But I'm a wimp. And when I feel sad or I hurt, then I guess I tell people. Memory issues. I'm trying to do crossword puzzles to make sure that I keep my head straight. I see 24 likes on my thing. And so I appreciate anybody that gives me a likes that when I go to my dashboard with YouTube on the studio, YouTube studio, and check out what they have analyzed my channel. This definitely helps the likes. Thank you so much. Uh-oh. One is Rob, one is Robert. So you can have Rob, Robert, and Robbie. Robbie. In my church back home on Long Island, there was another Barbara. And I remember a couple of times somebody said Barbara, and we both went, yeah. If somebody is still in this thing watching and you're one of the ones that added a subscription to the channel, I know that August City did. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping STFU also has. Please go look at the videos and shorts that I have. You can still like them individually if you like, or leave me a comment. I try to check on the comments to see if somebody has said a comment. 25. Wow. That's very nice. That is very nice. Oh, Jenny. I can see if somebody has now come in and is watching. And we're here just getting together because I got news from my sister-in-law today. My brother it is not good with his stomach cancer. So I'm just here with new people that have joined. We just had 2 people, and one may still be here that came to join in this community. And if you give me a like, kind of cheer me up a bit, give me a better go with YouTube. I think they're pretty happy with the channel right now, and the analytics look good and the stuff, and their comments and their notices look good. And that's good. Yeah, who is Clemenza? Oh, my most trusted friend. Okay. Now I see the 25 on my likes. So since we're always behind, that's very possible that I have 26. For people who, if you're still here that subscribe to the channel, 3 did since we went live today. I thank you for that. Go take a look at the content. Bunch of a little bit of everything. See something that you think you might like. I have a friend that falls asleep to my rainstorm. He just puts it on and it will continue to loop. Those things just keep playing over, and he wakes up in the morning, it's still going. But he falls asleep to the sound. Okay, yeah. I think I'm always one behind on my tablet. And I thank you. Somebody that's in here now did put that like on, and I thank you. Geez, you're gonna really break YouTube. Doing a good job. Hopefully, with the subscriptions, I have a first goal 500 they show, and then the other goal is 1,000. So I can provide more for the people watching the channel. But I can't do it without you. I fall asleep to channels, plane spotting. So I just hear the guy talking like I'm doing. I've seen the planes, and I just fall asleep. When I wake up and they're still going. That's when I say, "Whoa!" I have fallen asleep to Wellington Flights Live. That's confession time. He knows that. I fall asleep, and then I wake up and I listen. He's still going strong. 3.5 hours later, I'm like, okay, superhuman. Oh, well, yeah, I did fall asleep to you, Pete. I put it down on the sofa in my hand, the phone. I closed my eyes. And the next thing I know, I woke up and I said, "Oh, I think I've been asleep. Oh, geez." And 2.5 hours had gone by in your stream. Well, just tired. You know who's another one? He's probably still not here, but NZ1 Aviation, Mike. Oh, I'm sitting there going, talk up. He just, oh, and the plane and the thing. I know those are prop. And that's it, like that. And I'm just like, oh. I put the phone on my shoulder, kind of, so it's by my ear. And that's the end of it. Good night, Irene. Oh, yeah. Kev. One time I was asleep, I woke up to the little song at the end. I said, oops. I heard the song because I have the phone near me. I said, oops. Mike NZ1 Aviation. Yeah. That's right, Jenny, because I hear it. So then I got to do the replay just a little bit to see if he did the countdown. Now, why do we count down? So while you're talking, so why do we count down? So one day he's on there and he's talking about goodbye and thank you this and thank you that. He was on the cameo. So I figured this is the end, we're going, and then it's going to come the song. Well, it didn't. He goes back to the planes. And so we're doing the plane, and a plane lands, and and all of a sudden the song, bang, just like that comes on. I jumped. I said, whoa, whoa. I thought you were going goodbye before. Now we're back to the planes, and all of a sudden, bang, the song is on. So that's how the countdown came. Warn Barb. Okay, Barb, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. And I'm kind of there, but it was really spooky because he said goodbye. He said, "Oh, thank you all. And I want to thank you." And he was doing a cameo. And I figured the song's going to come on right away. It didn't. We watched 2, 3 more planes land. And then just just as the plane is landing, bang, the song, boom, come on. And I told him, I said, whoa. So that's how the countdown came about. I know you're thrilled to hear that, but I thought it would be interesting to explain it. Yes, you did, Rob. You gave me the pics, and I think I sent to Pete. All right, Brian, go ahead. I see now because I was yapping. Getting really tired here. Okay, and Breaker, go ahead. And we're coming up on 2.5 hours. Wow, and 26 likes, and we have 3 more subs. This is extraordinary. Yeah, so okay. Okay, this is Brian. The other is Brian. So Brian Breakerbird, take care. And again, thank you the other day for team whispering with me. And then there's Brian, and he's going to bed too. Or going, no, he's not going to bed. He's going to something. Ah, Breaker Bird. You know, you have my heart. You know. That's Brian, and then there's Brian. I they see a white chat. I was able to get it the other day. Well, that's what he said up above. He said he showed Brian, like you just wrote it, and then he said the AN is stretched out. So Brian, anybody that puts me on the bow of his boat and jumps in the water and he's swimming around looking up at me. I said, if the waves and the boat rocks, am I going to fall into the water? You'll be all right, Rob. You know, Eric, they drive on the wrong side. He just got right in my Honda Pilot. I let him drive. He drove fine. I told him when he needed to be in a lane and stuff. Anybody that can come to Myrtle Beach is welcome to come here. I do have hotels. Eric stayed in La Quinta, but there's a Courtyard, a Fairfield, and a Holiday Inn Express. Those are probably where you want to be. And if I know somebody's coming, I would, I can check that on the rooms and stuff like that. There you go, Pete. Tell them. They drive up. See, in the USA, if I'm going north, I drive on the right side, and the people coming south are on the left of me. My steering wheel is on the left side of the car. In the United Kingdom, it's on the right side of the car because they drive going north on the left side and people on going south would be on the right side. Oh. Oh, I don't know that I could do it, but Eric did good. Um, I did guide him a couple of times when you have to make a left turn. So you get into the left turn lane, and it's not the same as the way he does it. But I told him, I said, get right over here. There you go. And then you're going to sway. And he didn't end up turning on the wrong side of the little island. He remembered, I got to be over on this side. He did good, Eric. He was here for a week. I am hoping that a certain person is going to make it to the USA next year, God willing, and I'm still here. You need at least a week to know each other. We have some roundabouts now too, where we go around to the right and we watch somebody coming in from the right and come around, and then we go and we're on. If the road goes north south, we're on the right side going north, on the left side going south. Eric is from Manchester, England, but his heritage is Polish. Yeah, it's Poland, Jenny. His heritage is Polish. His mom and dad both live still in Poland. He has been there and gone there for a visit. I have seen a picture of him with his parents. I've seen a video with him and his parents in one of the towns where they live there. And his granddad is Polish, is there. What I would do is if I went to go get in the car, I'd start to go into the passenger, what is the passenger side for us, and see the steering wheel there and go, whoops, whoops, wrong side of the car. I mean, if I'm walking up to the car, my tendency would be to walk up to the right side of the car, open the door, oop, oop, driver's side, sorry, and go around the other side. Now, Eric never did that. He never went to our passenger side thinking it was the driver. He was acclimated to and pulling out of a parking lot and onto the road. You can't turn to the hard left because you got to go. And then he was very good. He did actually very well, Eric. I was very impressed. And he drove to Charlotte by himself to stream. He did a stream from Charlotte. You can probably see that if you scroll down. You'd have to go back to 2023 October, but he did a stream from Charlotte. He drove there by himself. Did I worry? Yep, I did. I mean, I just worried. He came in the funny story. So he put the La Quinta in his GPS. Only problem is he put the wrong La Quinta. He put the wrong in North Myrtle Beach instead of Myrtle Beach. So I'm waiting at La Quinta for him. And I said, "Where are you?" And he said, "I'm going." And then all of a sudden I said, "You should have been here by now if you turned on the thing. What's wrong? Where are you?" And he said, "Well, I think I made a mistake." I said, "Uh-oh, okay, where are you?" "I'm at the North Myrtle Beach La Quinta." I said, "No, you need to get on 17, come back south, drive south to 21st Avenue, the big sky wheel, that sky wheel, bright lights, and that's your road." And I'm at the hotel, and he made it back. But it was, for a moment for me, like, Eric loose in Myrtle Beach. Lordy, lordy. And it was dark at that point, but the sky wheel showed up and you could see that on his left. I said, "That next light, turn left, that's 21st." And then he made the right into the hotel. He did pretty good, I have to say, considering the fact. But he drove my Pilot after that. After we did the stream together, he drove the Pilot. I was pretty impressed with that. He's a smart man, Eric. Tall. Funny, he came down the stairs, but instead of me seeing him actually doing that, which I intend to do with Kevin, I will be watching closer. I had looked away. And I guess you know that that following Christmas, right then, after I was very sick in the hospital, I was ill and didn't know it when he was here. We know that. I was already getting sick with my health. So I kind of looked away. And the next thing I hear is, "Hey, Barb." And I look up and there's Eric standing in front of me. It's like seeing Boulder Dam for the first time. I was like, all I could think of is Eric. And a big hug. And it's like, "Eric?" So then we had to go get his bags. And then we took a golf cart to where I had parked the car. My brother's that way in California when he was okay and everything. Even in his job, they all went on a field trip. He had to take his own car because he wants to drive. He can't ride as a passenger. But Eric did very well. I was impressed when he was here. Now, Kevin, when he comes, doesn't have to drive. I will bring him around because he's not going anywhere. Well, I mean, I can get him a rental car if he thinks he's going to go after he sees me. But while he's with me, I'll take care of him. And I looked away and he came down those stairs and he saw me. He knew me. He knew that was me. And I had looked down and, and a little bit out the window because there was like security and it was he was the last flight in, 12 midnight from Atlanta, the way it worked, the flights he had. And so then I heard, "Hey, Bob." And I just kind of turned and he's standing there in front of me, all 5'10" of him. And it was like, whoa. All I could think of is just to go, "Eric." He said, "Hey, Barb," and gave me a hug. Okay. we have a bag to get, right? That's all I mean, I didn't, oh, hi, how was your trip? And none of that came to me. It was like a complete shock. I was a complete shock. Just complete, like, so we have to get your bag, right? And then it didn't, and then finally dawned on me. We visited at the hotel a little while down there, have a little sitting area. And after he took his stuff up to the room, he came down and he was sitting on the sofa, and I'm looking at him. I said, I cannot believe that after knowing you and the channel and the whole thing and talking on the stream, that you're sitting in front of me. I couldn't. I just like, I know it's real, but I just, it just, I, I can't even describe it. It's just like, Eric. This is from Mac Aviation that I've been looking at on cameos, and talking to on Messenger and making little videos for me every so often. Hey, Barb, I just want to make. He's sitting in front of me on the couch. I know, Jenny. It just. So then it was, of course, his biological cock, poor thing, tired. And I said, you sleep tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Just text me when you're ready and I'll come get you. And I took him to go to breakfast at Bob Evans. And then I looked at him and I said, I cannot believe you're sitting across from the table. And that was for my 80th birthday. I have somebody here that you probably want to see. Now, hold on, Gabriel. I'm going to put treat so you behave yourself. Okay, come on now. Now, hold on. I'm going to move you, so just don't get excited here. He is tall. I'm 5'8", but probably shrank a little bit. I could be 5'7", my back and everything. He's 5'10", but the big one, you all know Simon Lowe. He's 6'2". I have not stood next to him. Look up. But when you see him on behind the scene, he's 6'2". And I have together, Eric and him together in a video and a picture, and you can see he's, got the inches over Eric. Yep, he's tall too. He's 6'2". Now, Pete, didn't you tell me you're 5'11"? What are you, Pete? 5'11"? New York City Aviation. He's big too. It doesn't look when you see him on a cameo, but if he is. Pete, what is it, 5'10" or 5'11"? New York City Aviation, Pete. Pete's probably looking at his laptop. 5'11", that's what I thought. See, that's big too. That's taller than Eric. 5'11". Oh, can't wait to get that man off the stairs at the Myrtle Beach International Airport. If you look, I have a picture, and if you'll permit me to send it to you, of him by his grill. If you looked in his anniversary in one of the pictures, I posted it, and you can see the height there. Yes, okay. And then when you do, I'll put a pin on it, and I'll let the moderators know. That's how I try to help Pete. I guess you all know that, my primary thing now, like you all have your number one spot to go, and then you can, you have your one loyalty. And so Pete is my loyalty to him, to do anything I can to try to ease up on what he has to do, because it's enough to go streaming and the camera and the setup and the whole thing and everything. So I try to send out a little kind of a notification to the moderators about when the stream is, so then they are very dedicated and do come. So that's what I do. And he says that he wants me to put the pin at the top, so I try to do that. You've seen that, some of you. You look shabby, Gabriel. What's that goopy goop by your eye? Mummy clean? Goopy goop. Come on now. No. But he's getting now to the point where he will do the brush, because he's getting very cuddly because he misses the other cat. And so now he comes around a lot. Let me see what this goopy goop on your sleepy. Let me look. Okay. That's a good boy. And we put a little water on that later. Okay. Comes up and lets me hug him now and kiss and everything. And it's because the other cat disappeared. He cannot figure that out. He doesn't understand why. Where are you? You're hiding under the bed? Where are you? In the bathroom? Come on now, I'm not going to chase you. Where are you? He doesn't know death. Why would he know that? He doesn't understand it, what happened. Yeah, no comb around the britches. I now am getting him used to. I take my comb and just do a little like, oh, that's nice. Ah, he's okay. And he's sort of letting me, and he getting used to where I can really then get to it. I take the paper towel and water and go on around the bottom of the eye, on the nose and stuff. But it's also got the fur there on the other side. So did you put Jeannie there in New York City? Yeah, that's my Jeannie. Yeah. Um, Jerry and Gilly and Pete and Jeannie. Um, well, I've explained to some people we've been friends for 3 years. And Pete is special to me. He was very sick too, like I was, in different ways. And he's here to do the streams now. And it's beautiful that he can go out and do his dream and do the streams and bring the planes. And he really does love what he's doing. And so I want to help him as best I can. And I try to do that and help him as best I can. So it's a fun relationship. Um, so what we'll do is it'll be 3 hours and about 15 minutes, and then I'll stop tonight. But everybody has had a lot of fun here in the chat, I think. And we've met some new people. And if you're in that watching, and not been in the chat, but you've just been watching the chat, welcome. I am Barbara, and you're in my home. And I'm streaming because of the news about my brother not being in really good shape in the hospital from the cancer. So that is why I'm here tonight. And wonderful people that are friends of mine have come to share some time with me. I would say this: if you look at the chat, you can't go wrong in that chat with anybody that's in that chat right now, because they're all very special people that I know. I really do thank everybody for spending this time with me. Poor Pete. Oh, well, that's okay. His wife just says, she's used to it. Wife says, I'm going to bed and sleep like a normal person. And then there's Pete. That's whatever. And so he's still here. And I know he's here to support me and to be here. And that is what we do with each other as friends. We try to support each other. I tried to support him through stuff he went through, sickness. And he tries to support me. Okay, it says, just hold on a second. Now I'm just going to lift up there. And then that like that. And then put your back here. There we go. I had to put the battery on you. So that's what we'll do. I've ended up with 3 more subscribers, and I'm very grateful for that. Towards my goal, my red line moving across with YouTube. And I hope you enjoy the content. If you're new and you just came in, and I see somebody who did just come in, and if you can like my channel or subscribe, I don't think you'll find it's something you don't enjoy. I think you'd enjoy subscribing. Go look at my content. And it's a little bit of everything. I thought maybe I would stop in about 10 minutes, Jenny. And that'll be 3 hours. And you said I have 26 likes and 353 subscribers. I need to get some new content on there, a new video or something. And I wait until I find something. I just don't put junk on there. If I see something that I think, I was coming home and there were beautiful clouds over the supermarket. So I pulled in the gas station, got out of the car, and I videoed it. It's a short, and it's a short. It's not long. And I just videotaped it and put it on the channel. Just if I see something. When I got my window broken, I got the tarp on, I thought, well, I'll make a little video of that. I got 1,600 people that saw it. Okay. They want to see poor Barb's. You can't see the window because my neighbor gave me a tarp because it was going to rain. And I got it fixed by Safelite. The landscaper with his weed whacker, I know, bumped it. I know that. It has to be. It was okay when I parked it, and then it's now broken, and he's there with that. I mean, I was born at night, just not last night. And it doesn't take much. Yes, you can. A short, if I do a short, if I want to do something with a short, and then it's like 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then it says you edit, you can either make it a video or make it a short. And I have some good ones, I think. There's one in my neighborhood out here with some have music that is authorized because it says add this sound. So you go where it says add the sound, that's YouTube saying add the sound, and you click and you can select the music. So they've said add the sound, so it's authorized. And some of them have music. There's a video of Gabriel here, and I found add a sound, that Hallelujah. So I put that on. Well, that's what I say. If somebody says something to me and I go, that just doesn't wash. Don't believe, you trying to sell me something or tell me something. I go, I was born at night, just not last night. And what you're telling me is a bunch of. So. But I need to put some more new content. I started out going live with 255 subscribers. Now there are 353. That's almost 100. So I need to give them something to look at. But I just don't put junk on there. Unfortunately, when I scroll shorts, I don't watch a lot of them. I'm not sure I understand why they're bothering with that. It doesn't make any sense. Some of it is just, I don't want to use the word junk, but it's junk. So I try not to do that. I want to give something that you get something out of when you watch it. You feel something different when you watch it. And that's what this channel is about. So we got about 5 minutes, and I think you said that there's 26 likes, which is very good, and 353 subscribers, which is amazing. That's a community. That's a community when you have those people like that. Well, you can talk to New York City Aviation or New NZ1 Aviation or Wellington Flights, and they'll tell you, like 5,000, 6,000 is a lot. And it is. And that's where they're at. But everybody started out where I am. And the plane channel is in my description. Under more there, I think it says more, and then in my description is the plane channel. And I hope to go live on that sooner, not later. I'm just not sure how my days are going to be with my brother. So in this final moments, I just ask you to please keep him and me. I accept life as it is, and every day is a gift, and every friend is a blessing. And I too am 81. I don't know. I also know people 75 that are gone. My friend in Kentucky, she was 62 and is gone. So I'm here, and I try in the plane spotting channels to give as best I can something, because I'm getting something from them when I see that they are standing there behind a tripod. You have to realize they're not sitting in the living room in a comfortable chair, although it sounds like it. They're standing out behind a tripod talking to you. But with the headset and all, oh, it just sounds cozy. And while you got your feet up and a beer in one hand and chips in the other, they're standing behind this tripod, moving this camera back and forth and standing there with their feet. So they're giving something, and I try to give something back. Oh, thank you, Jenny. We can hope. I mean, it could work with the medicine and everything. They can. It's treatable, but he's got the complications. So there's where the problem is. And I will be getting. I got to make the phone call, but I want to go see about the real ID for the plane in case I have to fly. I just want to check. I have a government license with the thing on it, on my license, that I think is okay to use, but I need to check it. I need to check it to be sure I can get on the airplane, the aircraft, if I have to go to San Diego, which I will have to do, I think, unless you all can pull off a miracle for me. NZ1 Mike, there's a sweet man. I like my channel and I like the channels, but I've got to tell you that since I discovered plane spotting, but I'm very picky. Being Breaker Bird, Team Wisp, we're picky. And so I want to go somewhere that I feel some kind of a connection. I feel that that person likes what they're doing and cares about us like I care about you here in this channel. Cares, I do care about you, everyone that's here, the 8 of you that are watching. And so NZ1 Aviation that I discovered is that kind of a channel. And of course, New York City Aviation, because he and I are sidekicks in that one. Jerry and Gilly, Pete and Barb, and Wellington Flights. Everybody knows the story about him knowing something was wrong with me, and had he not acted, I might not have survived in my bed with the diabetic coma. So it's a good channel, and the other one is this guy Sean, and that's told Pete, I said, no, it's not Sid Squad, it's Sky Squad TV. And just good, caring, real people. Only Planes Network, James and Maddie. James is subscribed to my channel. He was here the other day. He took the time to come and say hello. That's an honor. I consider that an honor to get these people from these plane spotting channels that will come and share in the chat. I mean, that's crazy good. Thank you, Suze. Yeah, I hope so too. My sister-in-law has a text to me open, and I have her phone number, and we're just, I guess you'd call it on standby. So I need all of you. I need your love, and I need your prayer for whatever you see as your good in the world, if you can call on it. For me, it is the Christian religion. But whatever you see as your good, if you'll bring it on. And as I go on, I will talk about the plane spotting more, because I do want you to know about that other aspect. If you don't know about plane spotting, which I didn't when I first started in Brazil, I didn't know what that was. Oh, looks like that plane's moving. Oh, I thought it was a picture of an airport. I was really dumb I didn't know what I was looking at. So I hope to maybe explain that. And like I did in the interview with Mac Aviation, I mentioned the channels and try a shout out, they called it. I'd like to explain more about plane spotting to you so that y'all can, if you don't know, say, oh, there's something else besides this. YouTube Shorts. Yes. Now you want to go and enter this into your subscription and go and watch an airport. Oh, really? So somebody films an airport? I'm sure there are people that are say that. Yep. And it's something you want to go do. And so I try to talk about it, but and it's true. There are three of them that've been in here: New York City Aviation, Wellington Flights Live, and NZ1 Aviation. The names are right there in the chat. You don't have to worry about the spelling; it's right there. And put that in your subscriptions if you know how to do that in the thing. Type it in and go see. You will not be disappointed. So, with that, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Of course, moderators, can't do it without you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing with me and wanting to be with me like this. I don't know what to say. Thank you, everybody, for your good wishes. I will keep you, I see the hearts going. I will keep you informed. Thank you so much. And of course, to the New York City Aviation, NZ1 Aviation, and Wellington Flights Live, those plane spotting channels that took the time to come and be here with me. Thank you so much to you. Great hosts. They call them hosts. I'm a host of this, which is not a plane, And so we'll talk about more about plane spotting as time goes on. Go to my description and find my plane spotting channel, and you can look at and see what it's about. I got 3 videos on there, only they do it live. It's actually happening while they're doing what I'm doing right now. They're doing on a plane, airport. So you can watch planes landing and taking off. It's just exciting. So to explore that, I need you to hear me on that, watchers. Do explore that other aspect to live. This is one kind of live, and there's a lot of this, but there's also that other whole angle to being live. So with that, I say good night. Thank you all. And again, thank you, moderators, taking care of my chat. Can't do it without you. Thank you, everybody. A love to everybody. I love you all. And I say good night and thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.